Thank you. Now, deepest condolences to you because you lost some of your colleagues. I can imagine the trauma that you're going through now. You care to share?
Yes, 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 yes. It's unfortunate incident that has hit Ghana as a nation, and especially to the tomato transport and the traders association. It's unfortunate. So we got to do something about it. It's so sad.
Have you been, as an association, spoken to by the powers that be on the way forward on how to protect you? Because I know that a few years ago, you had a similar situation where the president had to order for you to be provided extra security. But have you been spoken to after this sad incident?
Well, the case as at now is being handled by the Ghana mission at the Burkina Faso. And at the beginning, we were trying to bring our brothers and sisters who passed on back to the country. But unfortunately, due to their culture difference, majority of the Burkinabe are Islamic religion. We came to an agreement.
Right.
So they were buried yesterday in the evening over there. And some of the bodies too are beyond recognition due to the circumstance that it has happened.
Now, let's talk about this trade. I want to understand from you, when you leave the shores of Ghana, does the rules change for you who go and bring us tomatoes, for example?
No, when we commence from Kumasi, the head of the association, we will go straight to Aga, the border town.
Right.
And because of the language barrier, we have our brothers and sisters at Aga who are Musi and Rusi in Ghana. They understand their dialect. So they serve as an interpreter to our sisters and brothers from all over the country,
right?
Accra, Market, Aflao, Kukoridi, Takrady, and beyond. So they will lead the traders who speak mostly Akan language to go and do the purchases.
Right. Now, there have been a suggestion about setting up a central market so that these things can be forestalled in future. What do you say to that?
Well, the remedy to this case is the government must take agriculture as a serious business. You understand? Because by the close of the year, when I tell you the number of money that we pour to the Burkinabe agriculture system, it's very disheartening.
I want to hear that figure. Care to share?
Yes, over $500 million every year.
Pardon?
Over $500 million every year.
Every year to import tomatoes.
Exactly.
So this money that you gather from here to give to the Burkinabes.
Absolutely.
Wow.
From Ghana. You see, my brother, and there is a remedy to all. Our Ghanaian farmers, they are very good tomato farmers. But the problem they are facing is they depend on the mercy of the weather. Tomato fruit, it needs water always, the irrigation system.
That's right.
And another difference too is the seedling. The difference between the tomato seed and Ghana seed is that the tomato seed, the fiber content in their tomato is about 85%, and the water is just about 15%. So it has the longevity of perishing.
Right.
But in our Ghana tomato, the one in Akomada and the Puno and the rest, the fiber content is about 50%, and the water is just 50%. Right. So as soon as it got ripened, then it started rotting. You understand? And the tomato in Burkina Faso, most of them too, they use the feces of the cattle as a basis of fertilizing for their farming.
Right.
So they have a little bit of natural advantage than the Ghanaians. So we have crop research institute in Ghana. Why don't us go to their seedlings and do research about it, how we can plant them? And the major problem is that 2 years ago, they invited us to Burkina. When you get to Burkina, we have good weather than them. But they have been able to construct dams. As I'm talking to you now, they have over 98 dams, proper dams. One dam is like Lake Bosumtwi. And around the dams, you can see about 24,000 pumps. So you can be in Osu, and the dam will be like in Sanwam. If you want to go into tomato farming, the government will assist you to pump the water for you for the irrigation. So they can do the tomato farming all season. And after now, we are in February. About 90% of tomato we are consuming in Ghana now are from Burkina Faso.
So are you suggesting to me, Nana Boatin, that planting for food and jobs, etc., it did not bring us tomatoes, it did not set up anything for us? We have FRSP, Agric Ministry, this new government has brought another one. I skipped my memory what they exactly call it. You say all of what we do, pretending to be growing tomatoes, we actually don't grow the tomatoes that we eat?
Yes, sir. We don't grow tomato in Ghana. Even when you get to the rainy season, those who are able to, the local farmers, about 20 to 30%. So after now, if the association go on strike about 1 week, tomato in Ghana.
Hey.
Yeah.
What you are saying is serious, though.
That is the seriousness we are in this country.
So the crop research institute and all the experts we have, can we not engineer the tomato that you import from Burkina Faso in terms of fiber, water content, etc.? Can we not do it? What would it take for us to do it?
First of all, we need proper dams, regular irrigation. The government must come in, and during the former military government, President Echampo, he constructed a dam at Upper East region, close to Navrongo. That is where even the Burkinabés came down to learn how to plant tomato.
Right.
And unfortunately, they said, according to the disease control people, there is a disease that affected the tomato over there called nematon. So we just need a new dam or another dam. At least we need one in Volta. All the regions must get dam. And our Greek ministry must take our agric seriousness. But we are not taking it serious at all. So
but dams were constructed for you. One village, one dam. Dams were constructed
my brother,
for you.
I don't want us to go there. It's a very sad story. Where is those dams? Where are those dams?
I see. Now,
where are those dams? Can you show me some?
Are you suggesting that the dams are not there?
Oh yes. We don't have. Maybe they dug a borehole. You understand? We don't have. And the advantage the Burkinabés are using is that they use fishery in their dams. In addition, the same time they are using it for, irrigation purposes.
Right.
So Ghana government must wake up. My good brother, His Excellency the President, I know he is a farmer, and I've been to his farm in the Savannah region.
Right.
So it's a wake-up call for us that his concentration must come on the agri sector, especially this tomato issue.
So you are saying to me this morning, as scary as it sounds, that if Burkina Faso decides that they wouldn't sell their tomatoes to us again, I cannot have my salad, I cannot have my stew, I cannot have my soup with tomato. Is that what you're saying to me?
There will be scarcity in the system. You know, this things in tomatoes that we import to the country, in reality, it's not natural tomatoes. All the cans, I'm saying this on authority.
Hey.
But the so-called thin tomatoes in the cans, they are flour and some color. If you want to eat natural tomatoes,
no, Jenny Boatin, take your time. You say the canned tomatoes that we buy, it is flour and some colors, not
and
tomato.
Some colors and fat. They are not natural tomatoes. FDA can approve to this. I've been to Italy where they do this kind of thin tomatoes. My brother, it's a flour, starch, and some colors. It's not natural. It's part of the problem we are facing. There are a whole lot of diseases in the country. You understand? So I'm speaking with my good brother, John Dramani Mahama, to concentrate on our local farming issues. Especially, we have cocoa board. We need to get something like a vegetable board so that we can concentrate. Are you aware that even onions are being imported into this country?
Yes. And your dear.
And my dear, just imagine, my brother, this year, my dear, how can we guarantee the kind of diseases that we are importing into the country?
But I thought that we said we are an agrarian society, that agric is very paramount to us. Were we lying to ourselves?
And some are trying, but we haven't gotten to the point that we can be independent on our agric sector.
Should we go back? Should we go back to state farms, school farms?
Absolutely. My thumbs up for you. We must concentrate on those areas. You see, our concentrations are on the cocoa board, the cocoa seed. Why don't us have a vegetable board? This is my suggestion. A cereal board. Because the kind of rice we import into the country is another hola baloo. Why can't us get a cereal board? Vegetable board. Tuber board. So that we can take our health into our hands.
Right.
The best in the morning is on 90.
Now, before I let you go, there's one thing on my mind that I want you to give me your thoughts about it. When we plant these things here, or when we bring them from outside, preservation becomes a problem for us. How should we proceed? Because you just scared me that what we buy as tin tomatoes and canned tomatoes are just flour and some colors and fat. I'm scared. How should we go forward in terms of our preservation so that we will not be buying disease with our own money?
I am of the view that, you see, the government must take it seriously. You understand? So that we can get at least. I am of the view that, once again, the preservation is an issue. So why don't us get a proper tomato factory in the country? Let us get more done. Then we will be planting more tomatoes so that we can can it our own. FDA and the media will be looking. Their eyes will be in it so that we can have a safety tomato can one. But I said it and I repeat. Anybody can take me on. Those canned tomatoes, you can buy one and open the can and just blend a natural tomato and compare to it and see the difference. As soon as you open it, it started drying. What sort of tomato is that? It's not natural. Most of our diseases that we are facing, we import it into the country.
Now, Johnny Boateng, is that the reason tomatoes are expensive, because you bring them from outside and then perhaps you would have to also get some profit. So then we, the consumers, would have to bear the brunt that you go through.
Absolutely, yes. Because the risk that the traders take it is too high. The transporters, where this accident occurred is in the region called Ojia. From Burkina Faso capital, Ouagadougou to Ojia is like about traveling from Accra to Bolgatanga.
Wow.
Just imagine. You will not get it within from like Po, Ouagadougou or Kungusi area. It's Ojia. That is why they have their dams. So traveling from all those long journeys, the risk in addition. So I will be very much appreciative if the government of Ghana, we can be planting our tomato. Let's demarcate. We now have a 16 region. Accra is not a farming distance. But when you go to the Akosomo or Adan area, they do also plant tomato there.
Right.
Let's give them a regular dam.
There's so many areas, right?
Absolutely.
Now, before you embark on a journey to go and bring these commodities, tomatoes, etc., what security protocols boxes do you take before you move, or do you just drive and go and assume that nothing will happen?
At first, when they started their civil war, the foreigners were exempt, especially when you are Ghanaian. This Boko Haram will meet you. As soon as they realize how you are from Ghana, you are not part.
Right.
But this one, the unfortunate aspect is the Mosi, Ghanaian Mosi people who are with our brothers over there.
Right.
They classify them as they are all Burkinabe. When you go to Burkina, there are Mosi, and we have Ghana Mosi.
Right.
When you go to Ghana, there are Grushi, and we have Ghana Grushi. So even the vehicle has been parked at dawn, preparing to go to the farm gate.
Right.
They approach them and they hear that they are speaking the Moshi. They took them as they are part of the Tuareg people. Just started praying.
Wow.
They come, the driver, the male in the cars, and set fire, set them ablaze. Started shooting the female.
Wow.
It's a very sad story. Ghana, we must wake up. We have good weather. We have better weather than Burkina Faso. They have about 90 days of rain, but they are able to harvest their rain to use it for a purpose that will heal their vegetables and their economy. But we don't make good use of it. It's unfortunate, my brother.
How is Galamsey affecting the growth of tomatoes?
Well, as for Galamsey, mostly it's at the forest belt. You understand? So, majority of the Ghanaian local farmers like Akuma, Dan, Doma, and the Adan areas, I don't think they are not close to the Galamsey from area.
Nana Jenny Boateng, I'll leave you here. If you met the Agric Minister today, what would you say to him?
He has to organize a symposium, you see, so that we can share our ideas.
Another talk shop?
Absolutely, because we have to make sure that whatever we say should be implemented.
But how many times haven't you already met and talked and nobody listened or implemented what you had suggested?
I don't know if you can join us to stage a demonstration so that they will take it serious.
Or we can cover for you, but to join the demonstration, no.
Okay, then we will think about it.
Okay, I hear you. Nana Jenny Boateng, thank you very much for your time this morning.
I'm so grateful, my brother.
Great.
God bless you.
Bless you too. Auntie Adole Brown of Ruby Joe Educational Center, one of the best schools you can ever find in the west coast of Africa. Good morning to you, Auntie Adole Brown. And yes, impacting knowledge and also inspiring the future generation. Awena.
It's farming conversation.
So what we are eating actually is color, flour, and fat, and we think we are eating tomatoes.
It's a serious revelation that's been made this morning on the show. And
you know, some people don't even like the planted tomatoes. They just buy these tin tomatoes or whatever it is, and they prepare their meals with it. So you actually think you are consuming tomatoes, but that's not what you are consuming. Flour, fat, and colors.
We've retrogressed as humanity.
Oh, come on, please. We have gone back.
We've retrogressed as humanity. The want and the chase for money means we do not care if we poison our brother and we're going to get money.
One of the things that I think that we have not done well in as a country is also the impression that a lot of people have about farming. You know, when we were in school, when you flout any rules, they say, oh, go and weed, kodo, yahu. So people actually perceive farming as a problem. I'm looking at Operation Feed Yourself, and I was privileged to have read a book by Professor Diajiman, who authored a book for Kenele Champon. So he said Kenele Champon went to military school in the United States. While they were driving to the school, he saw wheat farms, like
swathes of farms, like huge.
It was a long drive. So when he came back and he took over the reins of power, he decided that everybody must feed. And that's why I keep going back to Planting for Food and Jobs. Did you ever know that in the policy document for Planting for Food and Jobs, we actually said that every ministry, department, and agency
also own a farm
or a garden of a sort? Where is the Greek ministry's own garden? The people who brought the idea, where is their garden? Where is it?
Cozy offices.
You go to all the offices and it's tiled, it's glassed up, it's air conditioned, there are no green areas. So I ask myself, what exactly are we doing? When we see land, then we see buildings. We don't see land and see farming.
We see farming, construction monstrosities.
The construction must construct. I mean, how? When we see, as soon as we identify a plot of land, the first thing that comes into our mind is let's find where to sleep. But if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, he said food, clothing, and shelter. And that's the basic. You live because you eat. And we are not taking care of ourselves. All these diseases that we are recording, and people say, oh, I have this condition, I have this condition.
Cancers and all.
You are eating color, flour, and fat on a regular basis. Why won't you be sick? You will be sick. Bye.
This one, the Ibahis have vim no days.
Let me happy myself small, because if I say I'll think about it.
Yeah, it could leave you in a place. Yeah, at some point, when it was at the peak of Galamsey, there was a story that came through about Galamsey water being used to treat cassava dough.
That's right.
I couldn't eat banku. I'm being honest. So hearing this, there will be that trauma as to.
I went to a Galamsey area, right? The woman prepares food. She fetches the Galamsey water.
Yeah, they just drop alum in it for it to
She
clear.
doesn't care about the quantity.
No.
It was not just that one story on TV3. It's a thing that they all do. And you know how strong alum is? They just scoop it, drop it in it.
They just want the thing to settle,
Yes,
and the
that's
water is
all.
clean. Then they use it to do whatever it is that needs to be done.
Charlie.